Yagami.
Oh, great. It's Claw Guy. You were with the Yuma, right?
Oh, they're finally back.
I see you brought your little posse from Tokyo. I couldn't trust an outsider.
Posse? Wait, don't tell me you think I'm RK. They're not even close to...
Oh, okay. Well, at least we get to see the Liumang again. I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't fade into obscurity.
Hey, Tesso, you got this all wrong.
Well, Tesso ain't listening. Not that I care. Alright. Okay, good hit. Fuck off me. Bam. Okay, is that a tonfa? Hell yeah. Eat it. Get out of here. Motherfucker. Alright. Okay. Wait, I can switch stances, yeah. Holy shit. Taking a beating. I'll get an upgrade real quick, why not? And... toughness Z. There we go. I'll do it. I'm going for a no upgrade run on my stats, apparently. Only skills. Okay. This is the kick. Is that nunchucks? Oh, I can't pick it up. Go down.
Here we go.
And... oh, this guy dodges. Too bad he's dead. Right. Now just Tesso. Okay. Jesus. Kind of waiting for Zhao to show up anytime then. Come get your boy Zhao. Okay. Can I grab him? No. Let's do this. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. Okay, dodge. Sky dancer. Nice. Oh, that is smooth. Holy shit, the choreography is so good in these games. I'll do this. Interrupt it. Might still do it though. Ah, back up. How does Kaito and Sugiura not hear me down here whooping ass? I need some distance. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, okay. Boxing apparently can't kick them on the ground. This should kick the others, right? Yeah. One. Double. Beautiful. I have one heat. Not the one I wanted, but... where's the wall? Yeah, give me the wall one. Fuck. I need to use some other health. Quickly heal. Use one more. Wow, what the fuck? I didn't even have time to react. Jesus. Alright. It's the bleed effect, I think. Keeps catching me off. Alright. I think this might be the game telling me to upgrade my stats. He really does just power through that though. Okay. Alright, no fooling around too much then. What was that lock on? Do this. There we go. This will bring him down to the phase. Nice. I know the button prompts. It's just A and A again. We does Sky Dancer, I kick him. He brushes forward, knee, miss, claw grab. How does he see anything with that mask, though? He shouldn't be able to see anything. Alright. What? I fucking dodged that. I don't like the Kiwami engine too much. A bit inconsistent. Alright. Were those just random people on the streets there? I saw that. Yeah, I need more heat.
Here we come.
Oh, you're by yourself over here. Kind of a death sentence. Just a bit more heat. Or not. This heat action, I used to be able to kick enemies into each other, but not anymore. Oh, I see. He jumps on his teammates. That's a pretty cool mechanic. Oh, wow, it's a 3-man Tonfa heat action. Did not think that existed. Dodge. Wait, sword heat action. I think I have one. Right? Against an enemy with a sword. Or is it a snake? Yeah. That's what it is. Snake heat action. This one's new. Hit him in the knee, turn him around, and then slap him. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, Boxer is just ineffective against bosses because I can't stagger them. Here we go. Roll him down. End it. Still alive. Nope. That's that. Alright. Not a tough boss, it's just, you know. When you look at my skills, I haven't upgraded anything. Not my attack or my health.
Damn it.
Good fight, though.
Come on, man. Who paid you to jump me this time?
These Kamurocho douchebags show up, strutting around like they own our city. Then I hear some teacher chick gets killed after a break-in. Fuckers. Someone let him into Ijincho, right? Right?
Look, I can see why you're pissed. But you figured coming after me was the answer?
Figured I could at least try beating a few out of you. Office visits ain't my style.
You gotta appreciate that not everyone plays by gang rules, man.
What I don't appreciate is Kamurocho trash. Now why are they here, Yagami?
I'd like to find that out myself. But I'll tell you this much, I'm not your enemy. I was first on the scene of that murder. I knew the woman personally. The culprit is RK's leader, a guy named Soma.
Shit, you serious? Then why is the rest of his crew here with him? A lot of muscle just to ice one lady.
They're after a local handyman, Kuwana. You know him?
Yeah, matter of fact, I do. Why they want him so bad?
I'm looking into that now. Which is why they're still after me. Not to mention they stabbed my partner. So the more you get in our way, the slower this'll go.
Gotcha.
You understand then?
How's about I make you the deal of a lifetime? So long as RK's messing around in my city. I don't mind calling you a brother.
Really? Just like that?
Sure, but I get to be Aniki, of course.
You really think this is selling it?
What you're missing here is the Liumong never target a brother. So now, if anyone lays a finger on you, the Liumong's taking their head. Same rule for all the ladies here in Ijincho. Anyone gets fresh, they become fresh meat. You with me on that, brother?
Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to.
Besides, making you a brother is the only way we save face for getting our asses handed to us, you know?
Ah, now the truth comes out.
Anyway, let me know if you get any intel on RK. Especially where that chicken shit Soma might be. Just shoot me a location and it's done. We'll give that teacher her peace. By torturing him to death.
Huh. Guess I got some pretty heavy hitters on my side now, huh? This guy better not be like Shioya, where he's like on our side for a bit and then gets offed by the main villain. Soma's pretty strong after all. Seriously, guys? None of you heard me up there? Not Sugiura or Kaito? The worst backup in history. At least I got some SP though. 31k. Alright, let's Did I get some stats? Let's get some fucking stats. I think it's about time. We're chapter 9 and we have not upgraded anything. Increases maximum health, crane health, snake, EX health boost, boosts grip, attack damage. I don't care about attack damage. That's like not really interesting to me. EX gauge decreases slower in EX boost. I'll get that though. EX enhancer. Increases the damage of EX actions. I don't care about that either. I want fights to be long. I don't mind doing not doing any damage, but I will get more health though. So let's get maybe 2 of these. How about that? There we go. We focus on the health a bit. That's a nice health bar. Anything else I can get? No. Good. Maybe I won't die in 1 EX hit now. I'm back.
I was just thinking of calling you, Yagamishi. I heard Kaito-san got stabbed at Siren.
Yeah, you guys didn't hear all that shit that went on downstairs? No?
Is that true, Yagami-san? What the hell happened?
Look, I promise I'll fill you in, but right now I really need Tsukumo's help.
With what?
I found a USB drive at Kuwana's hideout. It was disguised to look like a lighter. We have to know what's on it.
So, Kaito-san was attacked by that Soma guy too?
Yeah, while we were chasing Kuwana, Soma popped up and got him right in the gut. Almost got me too, to be honest.
You're saying one guy almost single-handedly took down the Yagami Detective Agency?
It's true. And right after, I got a call from Kuwana's purported relative who wanted me to hand over the flash drive. Apparently, what's on it will tell us Kuwana's true identity and goal.
When I open it, all I see is one data file.
Of what?
It's a video. I'll hit play once you guys are all ready. You good?
Damn, what's on there? I can't take the suspense.
Kuwana went to great lengths to keep this video a secret. What are we about to see? His 16th birthday. His gender reveal video.
Let's make it full screen.
Alright, let's go. You got a sick laptop. Fucking Lenovo Legion. Tsukumo.
So did I. Come on, Mitsuru. Quit being a little bitch.
Wait, Mitsuru.
I told you to take it in the face. Alright, let's do it over again, okay? Suzuki, make sure you're getting this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really fucking nail him this time.
Smile. Ready when you are.
2008.
Hey, get your ass back.
A long time ago.
Mitsuru, what did I just say about being a bitch? You asked for it. I'm gonna have to punish ya. Punishment! Punishment! Let's hear the punishment song, everybody! Punishment! Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Mitsuru-kun Strip Show! Stop! You little shit, did you just kick me? Huh? Too late to get tough now, Mitsuru. Show us what you got.
Don't struggle now. We want to see. We gotta get this all on camera.
Wait, this happened on, like, the time says 23:43, so this happened at what, 11 p.m.? What? It looks like it's the evening though. How is this 11 p.m.?
Aw, isn't this just the most pathetic sight?
Actually, it says, wait, it says PM4. That might be the time zone. I don't know what PM4 is though.
No.
Ew, that's so nasty.
Oh, look at this shit.
Oh, I get it. And the guy that's bullying him, the one with the glasses and the orange hair, that's fuck. That's the guy the RK are looking for, the guys RK are looking for. The one that ended up dead. Shinya Kawai. Okay. Doesn't tell me anything about Kuwana though. Unless, was Mitsuru like Kuwana's son, maybe? But why would he be running from RK then? Huh. I guess we'll find out.
These little shits are the worst.
One of them said something about Mitsuru Kusumoto stripping?
Yeah, he was Sawa-sensei's classmate. 13 years ago, he jumped off the roof of Kurokawa Academy.
He's Reiko Kusumoto's son, right? Vice Minister of the Health Ministry?
Ah, never mind.
30 years
Whoops.
old and still in a
Sorry,
coma.
I forgot that detail.
It seems we've stumbled on private video footage of Mitsuru Kusumoto being bullied.
And it was on Kuwana-san's secret flash drive? Why would he have this?
I don't know. But his uncle said it's our lead to Kuwana's real identity and motivation.
Huh. Just a moment.
Get your ass back!
This frame gives us a good look at the key players' faces. Why don't we try gleaning what we can from it?
Sounds good. Let's dig in.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that guy is Shinya Kawai. Hopefully we can find what we need in this video. Seems likely considering it was hidden and sought after. Can I note the time? Yeah, the date. 2008, September 17th. Must be the date. In school year's terms, they probably just finished summer break.
September 17th, 13 years ago. It's past 4 p.m., so this would be after school.
Oh. Wait, this is...
Got something?
I just cross-referenced the date Mitsuru Kusumoto jumped. September 17th.
Oh shit.
That can only mean this video was recorded very shortly before his suicide attempt.
This video captures the crucial instance of bullying that drove Mitsuru to attempt suicide. Okay, yeah, that is critical. Okay, so never mind. PM4 was PM4, 22 minutes, 48 seconds. Got it.
What
okay. Who's the girl?
This girl recording the bullying on her cell phone.
Someone said her name in the video. Suzuki.
There's another familiar face. So it all comes circling back to her, huh?
Right. This Suzuki girl has a different name now.
Suzuki's just her maiden name. 13 years later, her name changed to... Right, Mamiya. Or the train rope girl. Yui Mamiya, yeah.
Yui Mamiya, the victim in the Ehara harassment case. Suzuki was her last name before getting married. Sawa-sensei also told me that Mitsuru Kusamoto and Mamiya were classmates 13 years ago.
Yep. So we're looking at Yui Mamiya in high school.
Mamiya-san, huh? What's she like underneath it all?
Originally, word got around that Shinya Kawai was the one bullying Mitsuru Kusamoto. After watching this, though, the truth of the matter doesn't quite line up. There were really about 10 bullies involved at the time, and Yui Mamiya was one of them.
Yeah. If this video got leaked, Mamiya and the other students in it would be in deep shit. They're living out their lives like nothing happened, despite being the ones who drove a kid into a coma. If word got out, they'd be crucified by the public. Their jobs, their families, their lives would all change for the worse.
Interesting. And yet Kuwana didn't go public with this information.
Hey,
Okay. Okay, well this guy in the back's not important.
this guy's face is familiar somehow.
Oh, I don't think I've seen him.
I don't know him either. Who is he?
I think I remember him.
Oh, yeah.
I saw
The
him
chase.
at the crime scene where Mikoshiba's body was. He was with more Kurokawa grads. He showed his ID to the Kanagawa detective. I think his name was Akaike.
That gives us an interesting perspective, doesn't it? All the people in this bullying video seem to keep popping up around our case.
Yeah, but the real question is, why was Kuwana the one with the video?
How much older is Kuwana from the rest of them? Kuwana could very well be one of the students too. We know that Mamiya is one of them. Kawai is one of them. Sawa's the teacher. And now those three students are probably also part of this conspiracy. Wouldn't be surprised if Kuwana has something, is probably a student too from the academy. Okay. Despite jumping off the school roof 13 years ago, Mitsuru Kusamoto still clinged on life.
I feel bad for Mitsuru-kun. No one helped him, even with everything he was going through.
13 years ago, his mother was still just some nobody working at the Ministry of Health. She seems to have split with her husband and looks after her son on her own now. I don't know all the details, though.
Hey, crazy theory, but what if this husband she left was actually Kuwana-san? And maybe he recorded this to secretly check on his son?
No, Kuwana doesn't look like he could have a 30-year-old kid. Let's look for other possibilities.
Yeah, like, let's not be ridiculous here. Kuwana looks to be, if anything, the same age, if not probably younger than Sawa. He doesn't seem that old. But then again, you know, fucking video game, right? Who knows?
Hey.
They could be whatever. Okay.
What the?
This guy is acting like the main bully. I've seen his face before.
If I'm not mistaken, Shinya Kawai was the bully whose name got out to the public.
Yeah. RK was hunting for him in Kamurocho pretty recently, too. I have no doubt the guy in the picture they showed me is the same guy in this video. Once RK came to the conclusion Kawai had been murdered, they came here to Ijincho, hunting down Kuwana for whatever reason.
Did Sawa-sensei get mixed up in all this because of Kawai's case? I can't see a connection there yet. If we learn more about Kuwana or his past, I'm sure I can make some sense out of this. Okay, I'm done for now. Well, we've linked one
The video
thing.
may have provided some interesting connections, but we still don't have that crucial link. The link being the reason Kuwana-san came to possess this, of course.
Right. Kawana's either the one who recorded it himself, or is at least a recipient of the video from the original witness.
Kuwana-san and Sawa-sensei knew each other somehow, right? Well, then, maybe Sawa-sensei recorded it 13 years ago, and then had Kuwana-san look into it, as one of his handyman requests.
It's possible, but it just feels off.
Why's that?
Because of what Siren's owner said to me.
Okay.
You'll understand once you see what's on the lighter. Both Kuwana-kun's past and his purpose.
He said we'll know Kuwana's true identity once we watch the video. But that hasn't been the case so far.
Yeah. What identity could we draw from a secret recording of some bullies?
Assuming Kuwana's in his early 40s, He would have been about 13 years ago. What if he was a school teacher of the students in the video?
In that case, we should consult the yearbook Segura-shi brought back. The one that was in Sawa-sensei's room?
I don't know why we didn't even go over that in the first place. That should have been the first thing we looked at once we got back from Sawa's apartment. Look at the Kurokawa registry. See all the names that we can recognize that were in the same class as Sawa and identify those people. We would have had the answer probably. I bet Kuwana's one of the either school faculty or in the same class as Sawa's grad team, so same as Ehara.
You still have yet to look through it.
That's right. Let me go get it.
Oh my god, we should have looked over this a long time ago.
The way you're talking, I assume you've already taken a peek?
We have, but unfortunately we didn't find Kuwana-san's face among the teachers.
Might be a different name though.
This is the page for Mitsuru Kusumoto's class. Both Sawa-sensei and Mamiya are there too.
Okay.
So the homeroom teacher was this guy.
Apparently he witnessed bullies harassing Mitsuru multiple times, yet he would overlook it. All he did was smile and tell them not to overdo it.
It's not Kuwana. This is someone else.
We checked the rest of the teachers too, but never spotted Kuwana-san.
Unless he
Mitsuru
got
Kusumoto.
plastic surgery.
This picture doesn't look like it was shot for a yearbook.
Correct. He was most likely already in a coma when photo time rolled around.
Mitsuru Kusumoto attempted suicide in September, so the other photos in here must have been taken after that. Actually, with that in mind, I can tell just how forced their smiles are in these pictures.
Sawa-sensei isn't smiling at all in this.
Yeah, okay.
Huh. She did mention she blew off her class reunion. In fact, she hadn't kept in touch with her classmates at all.
No surprise there. Mitsuru-kun would be bound to come up at some point.
This is Yui Suzuki. She's definitely one of the girls in the video.
Yet another classmate involved with Mitsuru Kusumoto.
Seems like a bunch of the students on this page were in the video, huh?
Yeah, but I can't find Shinya Kawai in here.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. He's not in there.
Could have been expelled.
If I'm not mistaken, Kawai left the school once he started catching flack for being Mitsuru-kun's bully. At least, that's what I read online. No real evidence yet, but it definitely sounds like how it would have played out.
But the truth is, there were more bullies who should have seen consequences besides Kawai.
Let's look at this yearbook a bit more. Does anything stick out as strange? I mean, maybe we can identify the three guys? The homeroom teacher at the time just looked the other way, telling them not to overdo it. I know that thanks to Sawa-sensei.
The worst part is that his teacher, and all he said was
Yeah, we knew that.
afterward.
Hold on. If he was dismissed,
You figure something out?
the homeroom teacher at the time of the incident did take some flack. He got forced out of teaching.
Yeah? What of it?
If that's the case, couldn't this teacher in the yearbook just be filling in for the other one?
I see. That definitely sounds likely. Let me search for the original teacher's name. There's a chance he won't be the same guy in the yearbook. Just give me a sec.
What the?
I see what they're getting at. So Kuwana basically was a sub, but since he wasn't the formal teacher, part of the faculty list, his image wasn't there.
Suspicious.
Kind of like a TA, but it's like a teacher that takes over partially during the school year and continues onward because of some externalities that happened to the OG teacher. I know because this happened to me once when I was in high school. Okay, I met this guy in Ijincho. He said he was just scoping out Mikoshiba's murder scene. Maybe he was actually there to help Ehara, just like Mamiya was. He could have been keeping tabs on me for sniffing around the case, or am I just being paranoid? Nope, definitely suspicious. 100%. Mitsuru Kusumoto's photos was taken prior to his suicide attempt. He's been in a coma ever since then. Shinya Kawai's photo isn't here since he left the school so soon after the incident. Okay.
What the?
Sawa-sensei? She mentioned being distraught over Mitsuru's situation. Yui Suzuki, now Mamiya, having married, as far as the video makes it seem, she's one of the aggressors. Okay. Nobody else of note. Got it.
Yagamishi, I found it. The name of Mitsuru Kusumoto's former homeroom teacher. You were right. It wasn't the same teacher in the yearbook. This one's name is Yu Kitakata.
Kitakata.
Kitakata?
Huh? Don't tell me that's...
So he was a teacher.
His real name's Kitakata. Ring any bells?
That's Kuwana's real name. Soma said it to me once.
So, Kuwana-san was the original homeroom teacher?
I just found a picture. This is Kitakata-sensei from 13 years ago.
It's Kuwana.
That's him, all right.
Yeah. Not only...
I love it. We know his real name? Yagami. That's Kuwana.
that, Sawa-sensei was part of this class.
Just
which makes
loves
Kuwana
it.
her homeroom teacher too. This is the link we've been looking for.
Everything is clicked into place. Kuwana-san was the linchpin of this case.
So, 13 years ago, Yuki Takata left teaching behind after Mitsuru-kun's incident and became Kuwana the handyman. That's what made him turn to his uncle at Siren for help. He told me Kuwana tried really hard to make it in the underground. Had some good reason for it.
For living a life in the shadows? What could that have been?
Kuwana stopped teaching because a student of his attempted suicide. What was he after when he went underground? To become the world's greatest handyman. To become an underground big shot. Yeah, you know it. It's that one.
To be a big timer behind the scenes. I mean, it's been 13 years and he's pretty well known now, right?
Yep.
He said he's fine with illegal jobs.
Joking, by the
So
way.
he probably has no intention of going legit anytime soon.
But apart from that, what else would tie Kuwana-san to this series of incidents? Would simply being a big shot give RK enough cause to hunt him down?
Well, I suppose that's pretty broad to serve as his motive.
Okay, let's be serious. Just kidding. We're gonna go with this one. But interesting enough, because this is the response, right? To get revenge of the bullies. Why is RK hunting him then, right? Because I get it. Shinya was part of RK, and Kuwana most likely killed Shinya, right? Because he's one of the bullies that killed or that was involved in Mitsuru's death, right? So the modus operandi makes sense for that. But I don't see why RK would use that as an excuse, because Shinya doesn't seem like a high-ranking RK member, right? Why would they use one guy's death, even if they knew it was Kuwana that killed him, to make the trip to Ijincho just to catch Kuwana? Like, it makes no sense, right? So we've established the connection, but the motive is still not clear. Okay, I want to see what this response is. To be the world's greatest
To be
handyman.
the world's greatest handyman. Thinking about it now, when I told him I'm a detective in Kamurocho, I picked up this sense of rivalry coming from him.
That's quite the quick career transition. Or at least forward thinking of him.
Yeah.
After being labeled a failure of a teacher due to a student's attempted suicide,
Rivalry.
would it really be that easy to fall right into another career like that?
Right. Even if he did aim to be the world's greatest handyman, that's jumping too far ahead.
Yes, that sounds like a reasonable deduction.
Damn it.
You're too easy on him, Tsukumo-kun.
Fuck, I got it wrong. Alright.
To get revenge on the bullies. Maybe Kuwana blames the fact that he had to quit teaching on the bullies who caused it to happen. Then, maybe all his hatred got aimed at Shinya Kawai?
Possible. He was abducted 5 years ago by individuals thought to be his acquaintances.
You think one of them was Kuwana-san?
I wouldn't rule it out. RK might have learned of Kuwana's involvement while searching for Kawai. Maybe they came to a Jinsho so they could get details on the incident from him?
Yes, that would explain RK's arrival in town as well.
Hold up. Individuals who were his acquaintances? Meaning more people besides Kuwana-san, right? Could that mean...
You got it.
Yeah, the guy in the mask, right? Or the people in the mask. If they knew Kawhi somehow, the evidence we've gathered so far should give us a clue. Oh, wait, what? We gathered so far should have clues on who knew Kawhi. Who knew Kawhi? Oh, these guys. Yeah.
We already know this.
Oh. The students in the video?
Individuals acquainted with Kawhi. They certainly fit the bill.
Obviously.
But why would they wind up abducting him?
Huh. Maybe Kuwana asked for their help? No. He forced them to.
What makes you say that?
Well, Kuwana had this on a secret flash drive, right? But to anyone in this video, it would be their worst nightmare for it to show up now. If it did, they'd be busted as bullies who drove a high school kid to suicide.
Yep, it'd be a real disaster for them if that got out. They'd probably be done for in the public eye.
Which means this video is Kuwana's leverage. It's how he got them to go after Kawhi.
You think this is enough leverage to drive people to murder, though? Kawhi was killed, right?
RK is the only one saying Kawhi was murdered. No body's been recovered yet either.
Okay, hang on. I'm barely keeping up with this.
Yeah, me too.
It's a bunch of what-ifs stacked on top of each other. But there is somebody who could potentially confirm this.
Who'd that be?
Someone in the video. Mamiya, for example. I've met with her at her home. If she was involved with Kawhi's abduction, she could probably tell us what we want to know.
I agree. Yagamishi's provided a working theory that ties together the Kamurocho and Ijincho incidents. So if we can get Yui Mamiya to corroborate this, we should be able to extract even more information from her. Perhaps even including Kuwana-san's whereabouts.
Yeah. Looks like he hasn't given us the slip just yet.
Man, what the hell is that guy's deal?
Mikoshiba and Sawa-sensei's murders, Ehara's alibi, Kawhi's disappearance. Kawana's most likely tied to everything.
There's also some other stuff that Yagami and the rest aren't really touching on too, but one, I want to know who hired the Liumang as well, right? Tesso obviously didn't know for some fucking reason. He's like, oh yeah, go kill Yagami, and I get it, right? They even stated themselves, they don't know who hires them, they just say, you know, do the deed and all that, right? But the thing is that someone hired the Liumang, and someone also hired the RK to come down here as well, right? So even if we assume that the mastermind is Kuwana and all the other students, right, like Mamiya, and the three NPC guys that were out there when we were at the crime scene, right? If they're the big bad at the end, the Kurokawa students, right? I need to know. The big question is, where did they get that money from? Where did they get that funding? Because to pay off the Liumang, as well as, I don't know, maybe the RK as well, to like hunt us down or to, you know, be our enemies, that takes a lot of money and influence. So where did they get that funding?
We'll get all the answers we need if we can find him.
I hope so.
And I guess this is bringing us that much closer?
Hopefully. I should go see Yui Mamiya tomorrow.
You should accompany him, Sugiurashi. Considering we seem to be kicking the investigation into high gear. With Kaito-san out of commission, I'm sure Yagamishi could use a helping hand. I'll be fine right here.
Your call, Tsukumo-kun. I'm cool with whatever.
Thanks for lending him out, Tsukumo. I'll make sure he comes back in one piece.
Hey, don't underestimate him as a party member. He can hold his own if you let him.
That's true. I mean, he saved Yagami's life 2 times. Back in the original. No more side cases. Alright. Rest up on the couch. That I will do, in fact. Holy shit, we learned so much. I'll get some more snake health boost as well. There's no boxer health boost? What the fuck? Okay. Discrimination. Alright. Well, a lot of questions. We probably have like 8, 9 more chapters to go.
You know how they say your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying? That shit's real talk.
So yeah, stuff's just starting. Oh my god, Kaito. He's not dead, thank god.
You saw it all, huh?
Yeah. There I am, bleeding out. And suddenly I'm getting the 3rd degree from Matsugane-san.
Back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, time to lose that pinky. And then, Higashi starts crying for me.
Oh, Hamada mentioned.
Oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be rosier when the time comes for real. Glad you pulled through, man.
That bastard Soma, though. Next time, he's fucked. We could have avenged Sawa-sensei if it weren't for that stupid ambush.
Well, you didn't tell the cops about him, did you?
Had to give the cops a statement, so I did. With a generous side of bullshit.
That'll get you busted, you know.
I'm joking. All I said was the truth. That I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa-sensei.
In that case, it's only a matter of time until Soma's arrested. So for now, we'll go after Kuwana, the piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Kuwana, huh? He's on my shit list too, just so you know.
Huh?
Kuwana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, it's probably because you were looking into Mikoshiba. He palled around with me all because of that. I'm just a sucker of the agency, huh?
I wouldn't say that.
Still. The moment an ass for me to kick turns up, this is the shape I'm in.
Just focus on getting better. Tsukuma will stop by later, too.
What? Sugiura gonna give me the cold shoulder?
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Ijincho and everything.
Kaito's out. Alright. I'm still waiting for Higashi to fucking make his way over here. Like, Higashi, come on. Help us out. Your sworn brother is in the hospital. Oh god. They really decided to bench Higashi this game. Chapter 9. He only had 1 screen time. Ah, boy. I should head back to Yokohama 99. I'm sure Sugiura has a car ready by now. Okay. So this is the hospital? This ain't the hospital. What the heck? Alright. No more side cases, right? Yeah, no, we're not doing side cases right now. We are in story mode. Just head back then. Next checkpoint area that we get, we will do some more side cases. I might just finish the school stories then too with the MRC, but we'll see. Either way, it'll all get done before the last chapter, whatever that is. Probably chapter like 15, 16, that's usually how it goes. I think 16 is like the longest I've ever seen a Yakuza game. Oh, Tsukumo's got something to say.
Ah, Yagamishi. I'm relieved Kaito-san made it through. But I can't help feeling responsible. If I hadn't asked you to come to a Jin show, this could have been entirely avoided.
No reason to beat yourself up. Soma's the one at fault here. Kaito-san sees it that way too.
Yagamishi.
Yep. Time
So
to
we
go.
off to see Mamiya? I'm ready whenever you are.
I have a feeling she's already dead.
Yep, let's go.
All right, let's do this. If your theory is accurate, then Mamiya was involved in both Kawai and Mikoshiba's murders. And even if that's off, we can at least learn more about Kuwana-san as a teacher.
I have a feeling that because Sawa was killed, Kuwana is going to kill Mamiya. That is my theory, currently. I sure hope it isn't. But I have a feeling it is. Also, where's my Liu Meng backup?
Hi, it's Yagami. I dropped by with Genda Law the other day.
Not again.
I have just a few more questions I'd like to ask you.
You told me the last visit would be your only one. Seriously, why do you keep showing up here uninvited? Please, just leave me alone.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective, not a lawyer.
So what?
And my partner here is Sugiura. He's with an agency called Yokohama 99.
He's gonna be like, who asked?
Never heard of him.
No, not my boy Sugiura. Fuck. She literally hit him with the who?
He's based in Ijincho. He's working a case. Maybe you saw it on the news? The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yoko Sawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san were classmates in high school, is that correct? After leaving Kurokawa 13 years ago, Sawa-san moved to Ijincho to teach. Are you still there?
What is it you want? I haven't seen Yoko-chan since graduation. Now go. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Maybe you'll remember Kitakata-sensei then. I ran into him at Sawa-sensei's home right before the murder. He was your homeroom teacher at Kurokawa, but resigned after the Mitsuru Kusamoto incident. Just like you, he appears to be connected to Sawa-san.
So why am I being singled out? Can't you just ask someone else?
Believe me, it's a long list. But right now, we're here to find out how Sawa-san got mixed up in all this. You two weren't necessarily on bad terms, were you?
If I had to say, we weren't on the best terms either.
Ah, how convenient. Because that's a perspective I'd like to hear more about as well.
My husband will be home soon. Can you keep it quick?
I'll give it my best shot.
That's a dirty joke, Yagami. That's a dirty joke.
Exactly. Thanks for hearing us out.
It's Sugiura. This guy's fucking me. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm just glad to be here.
Hold on just a moment.
I'm part of the crew. You know me. I'm just doing my best. Moral support, baby.
Huh. Wonder what's going on. You don't think she bolted, do you?
How? This is like the 3rd floor. What's she gonna do? Jump off the bed?
Wouldn't count on it.
Should we ring again?
She's taking her sweet time in there. She's trying to figure out an escape plan or something.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I just wanted to clean up a little.
She's putting away the chainsaw.
Is your son home today?
He's at English school right now. I have to pick him up soon.
Doesn't your husband help with any of that? You said he'd be home soon, right?
Excuse me, but you are in no place to make those kinds of comments.
Sorry. Didn't mean to pry.
Well, what is it you want to ask?
Where do I start? I have a ton of questions for her. But if I piss her off now, we might get booted out of here with nothing to show for it. The groping was orchestrated, right? We could start for that, but that's kind of a heavy topic. Do you remember Mitsuru? Have you seen Kitakata sensei lately? Let's go with this. That's a light topic. Do you remember Mitsuru?
Do you remember Mitsuru Kusamoto?
Yes, we were classmates in high school.
He jumped off the school's roof after his classmate Shinya Kawai bullied him. I hear he's still in a coma, 13 years later.
Weren't you going to ask me about Yoko-chan?
I was, but there seemed to be an awful lot of Kurokawa graduates surrounding this case. And strangely enough, they were all in your class. Kitakata-sensei being the prime example, as well as a guy named Akaike-san. Remember him?
Well, you're right. We were in the same class.
And would you say you're all familiar with Mitsuru Kusamoto's situation?
Yes, but that's not a warm memory for any of us.
I understand. I'm sure it's not.
Alright, we're off to a decent start. I should keep it rolling and carefully build up to our point. Yeah, because eventually we'll need to confront her that she's one of the bullies too. Have you seen him lately?
Have you been in contact with Kitakata-sensei lately?
I haven't. He's someone I'd rather not have in my life.
Are you surprised that he stayed in Ijincho after resigning from the school?
No, not really.
How about the fact that now he's using an alias?
I had no clue. But again, he has nothing to do with me.
None of this seems to faze her. Should I take it a step further? Oh, well, shit, Yagami, you're not exactly giving me a lot of choice here, so I guess not.
The groping was orchestrated, right?
Excuse you?
Fucking detective of the year.
When Akihiro Ehara grabbed you on the train, you were in on that, weren't you? The whole thing was a conspiracy, staged to play out as it did.
You need to leave. Right now.
Oh shit.
Dude, what gives?
No one would even think to consider a predator and his victim could be a
Skyrim dialogue.
It's unheard of. But if it was to establish a murder alibi, that's another story, considering how much lighter the sentence is. That way, Ehara got away with killing Mikoshiba, paying only a fraction of the price. But as luck would have it, proving it is going to require you to cooperate with us now.
If you don't get up this second, I am calling the police. I mean it.
It took me quite a long time to figure out how you and Ehara were connected. But once I learned Yokosawa attended Kurakawa, it all started falling into place. She was in your homeroom class. She looked after Toshiro Ehara. She was the link to everyone. But just before I could ask her about any of this, she was murdered by Kamurocho gang. That same gang has been hunting your old teacher, Kitakata-sensei.
What is it you want from me?
Amiya-san, do you have any idea where Kitakata-sensei could be? He may be Kuwana the handyman, but he hasn't answered his work line since Sawa-san's murder.
I don't know. He was my teacher a decade ago. I barely remember his face.
Well, I'm willing to wager Kitakata-sensei still remembers yours. I'll prove it right now.
Oh, God.
There's no way you Kitakata, alias Kuwana, had forgotten Yui Mamiya's face. The proof of that is... the killer is... you. Because he has the video.
Yourself.
No.
This was recorded at Kurakawa Academy 13 years ago. Feeling nostalgic yet? It was well hidden. Your Kitakata-sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen. The most interesting part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusumoto jumped off the school roof. And hanging out in the back, we see you, laughing and cheering right along with the other bullies.
Guess it's safe to say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this, would we?
Has this video come up? Has Kitakata-sensei ever mentioned to you that he had it?
Please. Please delete it.
Considering the angle, I get the feeling that this was recorded in secret. And based on your reaction, did you even know it existed?
You know what happened to Mitsuru-kun. He's been in a coma ever since what you did to him that day. But still, only one of you took the fall. Shinya Kawai took all the blame. Well, sorta, being that he got fired, Kitakata-sensei took heat too. Still, you all just moved right along with your lives. You've even got happy little families. What? Are you expecting someone?
Amiya-san?
Well, I knew it would happen someday.
What do you mean?
Oh, the students. Okay.
Looks like she wanted some company over.
Oh, hell yeah. You're telling me I get to be a public disturbance and break all her property? Oh, hell yeah. Write this off as a business expense. Oh, the model kit. Yes. Oh my god, I feel bad for this. Fucking model kit damage. Where's the TV? Yagami, grab the TV. Oh, Yagami, grab the fucking... Yagami, grab the speakers. God damn. Eat it. That's a heavy-ass chair. Oh my god. No, I want the TV. Oh, god damn it. Oh, we cleaned house fast. These guys are not strong at all. 8,000 for that?
Well, this turned into a shit show.
Alright, who are you guys? Probably the three guys, right? Akaike?
And would you look at that? Our old friend Akaike-san showed up to play a part.
I knew it.
So you are all working together.
What should we do with them? They're the jerks who hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
Break every finger on their hand, it still won't make you even. Come on, they may have more on the way.
We'll take a
I have
picture
an
of
old
them.
haunt in mind we move this to. And Mamiya-san's coming with.
Huh?
Let's not cause a scene, okay? I'd hate for a finger to slip and post this video.
Oh my god, this is like the whole keto sexual assault video. Come with us, or the video. Alright, well, guess her husband is coming home to home invasion? Maybe? Well, either way. Let's hope the husband is nobody important. Random NPC. Also, rest in peace. Isn't the son waiting to get picked up too? So, rest in peace, the son. What? Why are we here?
You think this is your personal jail, Yagami? What makes you think you can keep bringing captives here?
Oh my god.
Well, it's the safest spot we know. Doesn't it feel good to be such a reliable friend?
Yeah, Higashi, be cool. We won't be around long.
Be cool? You think time's the issue? This is about respect, man.
What you call? We kicking him out?
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi-san. Kaito-san got shanked in Yokohama.
What? What the fuck? Kaito Aniki? By who?
You'll know once we're done explaining. Let me introduce you to Mamiya-san first. She called up her friends to come after us just a little bit ago.
Yeah, and I'd do it again.
I don't give a shit about that. What happened to Aniki? You better have paid him back already, Yagami.
Yeah, by the way, this guy's ex-Yakuza, so try him.
Fuck those RK assholes. And how could Aniki have let him get to him like that?
Now that Higashi-san's up to speed, should we get to it? I imagine Mamiya-san doesn't want to drag this out.
What do you intend to do with me?
First, you'll tell us everything you know. We'll decide how to deal with you afterward.
Oh my god, this is actually just like the Kuwana, this is just like the keto interrogation, except she's not buck naked, because that would probably prevent this game from being released here in the West. But since we're all together, let's have a nice little picture together, guys. Look at that. Finally reunited with, I am way too close. Finally reunited with Higashi. I think his suit got a bit darker too, it was more brighter in the other game. Yeah. Time to crack the case.
Then let's get this over with. What do you want to know?
I want to know, what time do you have to pick up your son? 2 p.m.
Let's start with the video. Any thoughts you'd care to share? I found it on a flash drive in Kitakata-sensei's room. Or should I say, Kuwana's. I take it that means he's the one who recorded it.
Yes.
That means Kuwana already knew back then the rest of you were bullies too?
Why does he keep calling him Kuwana? It's not his real name. I love it. It's like the whole Sugiura name again.
Yes.
Kuwana.
If that's the case, then why was Shinya Kawai the only student thrown under the bus for it? Kuwana-san didn't show that tape to anyone else?
We had no idea we were even being taped. We didn't find out about the video or the reason he sat on it so long until way after graduating.
Why exactly did he sit on it for so long?
Kitakata-sensei said he kept it so he could teach us for the rest of our lives.
What?
If that video came out at the time of the incident, I'm sure life would have been hard for us then. After all, Kawaii was exposed online, and that would mean millions of yen in compensation for damages.
Yeah, but you guys could have wound up in the same boat.
No. At most, we would have come across as dumb kids he roped into helping him. We might have caught some flack, but people would chalk it up to kids and their cliques and move on. But that's only how it would have gone if it had come out while we were still teenagers.
You're saying circumstances are different now?
I have a child now. A husband, an upscale apartment. If the world sees that tape now, I'll lose it all. And what do you think would happen to my son? The son of a woman who drove a kid to attempt suicide? His life would be ruined. Reporting this more than kids being cruel. Mitsuru jumped from the school roof that very night and is still in a coma today.
I told you to take it.
I get it. You have that much more to lose now than when you were a kid.
So with this video as leverage, Kitakata Sensei is continuing to teach his former pupils. I mean, I get the long haul here. All I'm waiting for is I'm still waiting for the Yumon connection, and I'm waiting for the RK connection, because as of now, still have no idea why RK wants Kuwana. Also, so there's 10 exact students that bullied Mitsuru towards his death, right? We only have identified, well, assuming Akaine and the other 2, right? So that's 3, plus Mamiya, 4, plus Shinya, that's 5, right? So we have identified so far 5 of the students. I really hope that they either say that Kuwana already offed the other 5 students, or like they're like no longer in Japan or whatever, and like it doesn't matter, because I feel like they can't really close the case, or like, you know, it's a bit of a plot hole where it's like, okay, you know, we only have these 5 named students that we're focusing on, and the other 5 are like random NPCs or whatever, right? Like I really hope they don't do that.
Same for all my classmates. Kurokawa Academy is a prestigious school, after all. Most graduates go off to great universities and land high-paying jobs. One started his own company. Others have families.
And they're all in your position too, huh? If that video gets out, they lose everything.
Exactly. Do you get it now? He waited for all of us to get what we wanted in life, just so he could threaten to take it all away. And when that time came, he started contacting us. Every student you see in that video.
When was the first time Kuwana approached you?
5 years ago. I was out on a walk with my son when he came strolling up out of the blue. At first, I barely recognized him. His eyes were so hollow. Then, without so much as a word, he took out his phone and played that video. He's a psychopath.
Well, all you kids tormenting Mitsuru looked pretty psychopathic to me.
Thank you, Sugiura. I was like, are we not going to address that this woman cannot play the victim card when she is a literal instigator of toxicity? Like, what? Like, we're not supposed to feel sympathetic towards you, okay?
Oh, and you're so perfect. An angel who never once acted out of line. Never lashed out at someone weaker than you, or sided with the group to shut someone out. Everyone does it. We were just lucky enough to have some creep tape us, picking on some kid who couldn't take it. Why did this have to happen to me?
I'd say it's because bad things happen to bad people.
Base Yagami.
You'll sling your barbs from a safe distance, but once you're on the other side of it, you curl up and play victim.
Yep, it's like being on the internet, you know? You're free to browse social media sites like Reddit, Twitter, Facebook. Nobody uses Facebook, but you know what? If you don't want to take shit, don't comment. Don't post anything. Don't say anything with your name. Because if you can't take it, don't dish it out. Simple as that. #1 rule on the internet. Just shut up.
You said it was 5 years ago that Kuwana showed you the video? Reminds me of something Shirosaki-sensei was looking into.
What?
There was this guy. I think his name was Shinya Kawai. Something about him getting snatched off the streets about 5 years back.
Kuwana stepped back into Mamiya and the others' lives 5 years ago, around when Kawai was abducted, which means...
Then it was you guys. You're the ones who abducted him in Kamurocho and murdered him.
Jesus Christ.
No, it wasn't us. We could never do something like that.
Wasn't us, huh? So you're not denying he was murdered after all?
The Ryumong. I bet it was them. And Kuwana probably, maybe by like anonymous tip, had all of them pool their money together maybe to have him assassinated, or rather disappeared, because the arcade couldn't find him even.
Who was it then?
All Sensei told us was to find Kawai somewhere in Kamurocho, and bring him back with us, no matter what it took.
Did Kuwana tell you what he wanted with him?
He needs to be there when you all beg for forgiveness, is all he said. And if we refused, he'd leak the video. So we all went to see Kawai, but he wanted nothing to do with Sensei. Considering he'd cost him everything, that came as no surprise.
But doing nothing would cost the rest of you everything too.
Yes. So we had to force him into our van. After he put up a fight.
Yeah, that lines up with what the local eyewitnesses said. So then what happened? Nobody's heard from the guy since.
We were directed to bring him to a wharf in Yokohama. And that's where we begged for forgiveness. After that, he said we were free to go. All except Kawai.
So you left him there alone with Kuwana?
We had to. The day after, I got a message on my phone from Sensei.
What did it say?
Nothing. There was only a video. It was of all...
Kind of sloppy, honestly. Like, if I was Kuwana, right? Because, I mean, let's be honest. Everyone that's involved in this is a fucking, like, criminal, right? They're like a psychopath, a criminal. Like, I think we can all agree on this, right? If I was Kuwana, a psychopath, right? Killer. I would have, like, once everyone's gathered at the wharf, I would just shoot and kill everybody. Kill all 10 students. Because now that he's left this paper trail, right? Like, this is some Goro Akechi shit where it's like, I'm gonna wait until the very last minute to tell Shido-san that I'm his true son, right? It's like you're playing it up, but by playing it up, you're increasing the risk because you are letting unpredictable variables increase in their chance of movement, right? And so what Kuwana should have done is make this an unsolvable case, right? Have all 10 of them lined up, and then shoot all of them, and then maybe dispose of each of their bodies in different places in Yokohama, right? Because he's a handyman. He has access to different facilities, the underground facilities too, right? He could have had this swept under the rug and pretty much, I would say, make it an unsolvable mystery, whereas Yagami and the gang couldn't have been able to piece it together because they'd all be just scattered around multiple places around the city, and the correlation and connection would be so much harder to fit together than it is now. In my opinion.
All of us. Pushing Kawai into the van. Turns out he recorded what we did in the city.
Smart,
I can see
okay.
all our faces so clearly. How we covered Kawai's mouth as he screamed for help. Even if you know all the backstory, the video is a clear-cut abduction. As I was watching it the first time, another message came in. This time, a picture. When I saw it, I just went cold. That's when I knew I would never be able to escape him. It was a picture of Kawai. Dead. Anyone who saw those messages would think we killed him after shoving him into the van.
And that's how he got his real leverage on his former students.
Since then, we've been at his beck.
Knowing Kuwana, though, he probably didn't do it himself. He probably had the Ryumong do it, or someone else, like by proxy. I highly doubt that Kuwana would actually dirty his hands and do something like that.
Call. No matter what he tells us to do, we wouldn't dare refuse him.
He seems more calculating.
He's giving you orders?
That man! He forces us to help him. He makes us accomplices to murder.
Murder?
Yeah, well, we knew that already. He literally confessed to working with Ehara and all those, and all the rest. Being forced to help Kuwana kill people. This case is finally cracking wide open.
What the hell? Murder who exactly?
Mikoshiba.
Any bullies involved in suicides. That's who Sensei's got it in for. Anyone he can find across the country. He doesn't even care how old the case is. If a student commits suicide, and bullying is suspected as the cause, he'll turn up. As far as I know, counting Kawai, I think he's killed at least 7 people.
7? How's he doing this?
So his idea of justice is killing bullies? Across the entire country?
He said that's the only way we can atone. Anyone who drives someone to suicide must always face justice. Until society comes to terms with this, he says we'll keep getting our hands dirty. That way, we might be able to save the next few Mitsurus before it's too late for them.
Not sure I should say this out loud, but I'm kind of rooting for this guy now.
No, let's not root for him. Remember, oh my god, this is almost like the United Healthcare shooting. It's like, no, we cannot live in a society where people can go around shooting people that we don't like or we disagree with, because then the world would be like the Purge. There'd be no society, no order. That's why we need rules and law. Even though, yes, we don't always agree with them. I even don't agree with them all the time. But we can't go around fucking, like, having psychopaths here, just killing people.
Let's not.
So was the murder of Hiro Mikoshiba part of that agenda? We know Mikoshiba drove Ehara-san to suicide 4 years prior. That has to be why Kuwana let Ehara murder him, and how you found your role in establishing his alibi.
Not just me. Grabbing Mikoshiba required a good number of people. All the people who pinned Ehara down. And even the ones who filmed it, they were working for Sensei.
I see.
So that's how it went down.
Wait, what? How are the people who were you can't control that though. That's an unpredictable factor. How do you control the people filming it? What? Like, I get the people who grabbed him, sure, right? Because that could have been a calculated stage as to, okay, you know, we're gonna capture Ehara at this point on the platform, so that, because then there's 3 of them, right? So it makes sense. There's 5 other unaccounted students, sure. 3 of the NPC students, make them, you know, part of the conspiracy. Sure, I believe that. But like, what, the other 2 were just filming? Like, no, some other people were probably filming as well, right? Like, what was the point of having a staged film? It makes no sense. It was going to go public either way.
We had an unspoken agreement that we wouldn't directly take part in any killing.
Okay.
He just makes us his accomplices somehow. Like luring a target or digging a hole for a body. But the one thing we can't ever do is turn him down. If we do, he'll send his video of us abducting Kawai to the police. And then Kawai's body will turn up with our fingerprints all over his corpse. And we know that because he's hidden Kawai's corpse in a freezer somewhere.
He's preserving one of his murder victims?
Wow, he's really thought this through.
So as long as he has that, you're wrapped around his finger.
Mitsuru Kusumoto's case 13 years ago was the catalyst that drove Kuwana to executing bullies. Hiro Mikoshiba, who Ehara murdered, was just one of the many. One of the 7. That's important. So up to now, he was the 7th victim, and behind him, Kuwana was pulling the strings all along.
Sounds to me like Kuwana's had one thing on his mind for 13 years. Sitting on that video and becoming an Ijincho handyman was all in service of his real motive.
That makes me even more curious now. Why did he want to see Sawa? Because obviously, one, Sawa wasn't... Kuwana obviously knows that Sawa had nothing to do with the bullies, and that, if anything, Sawa is for helping victims of bullying, right? So, I really want to know, why did Kuwana want to meet with Sawa now?
Killing off bullies. He's dragged all his former students into this hell until the day it destroys every single one of you.
Is today that day?
We'll see. I'm still curious about a few things, though, if you don't mind.
What?
There are these scumbags chasing down Kuwana called RK. What part did they play? Strangely enough, they never came up once during your confession. So tell me, why'd they come for Yokosawa?
That I don't know for certain. But Sensei did reach out to Yoko-chan about 6 months ago over the phone. He was asking her about the suicide at Seiryo High.
The suicide at Seiryo High? You must be talking about Toshiro Ehara.
The lawsuit played out like no bullying took place, right? That the school wasn't responsible. But Yoko-chan was a teacher there, and Sensei was able to get the truth out of her.
I see, okay.
How'd he do that? What did he say?
From Yoko-chan's perspective, she and Sensei were both just teachers dealing with students attempting suicide. I think that's why she let her guard down and told them everything. After learning the truth, Sensei believed Mikoshiba needed to be held accountable.
So if Sawa-sensei hadn't talked to him, Ehara wouldn't have gotten involved? And none of this would be happening in Ijincho?
Possibly.
No, this isn't right. Sawa-sensei didn't know Kuwana's identity or his objectives.
But why, though? Sawa was one of his students. So we can't rule out the fact that she might have, or might have not, also recognized Kuwana. Just like how Mamiya here didn't recognize Kuwana when they met as well, until, you know, they passed each other on the street and he showed her the video.
She thought she was just talking through her problems with a sympathetic ex-teacher.
Okay, I think this is a bit of a plot break because there's no evidence backing up or supporting, of course, Yagumi's statement here that Sawa did not recognize Kuwana's identity.
At the very least, she sure as hell didn't deserve to die for that.
It's not like we're the ones who did it.
Who is it?
Block number. Hello?
Yo, know who this is, Yagami?
Oh.
Kuwana?
Yeah. I heard you're looking for me.
Where are you?
I'm willing to meet you now if you come alone. But you have to let Mamiya go in exchange.
What?
Alright. She's free as soon as I see you.
Works for me. Then come on down to your office. I thought I'd let myself in.
What?
Gotta say, this chair's pretty comfy.
Pretty sure I locked up behind me when I left.
Listen, I'll only meet you alone. No one else. And don't make me wait long, or I could change my mind.
He told me to meet him alone. You can let Mamiya-san go once I confirm he's there.
You gonna be alright by yourself?
Well, he already knows Mamiya-san's with us. I'm guessing he was watching us from somewhere. And I can't afford to do anything that would piss him off enough to make him disappear.
Got it.
No. We'll take care of this end of it. Shouldn't you move your ass?
Hell yeah. Higashi's screen time, baby.
I'll keep an eye on Mamiya-san until you ring. You cool with that?
Alright.
I'll keep an eye on
Wait, no, Higashi.
No. We'll take care of this end of it.
I already said that. Okay, Mamiya?
Just go already. You're done with me now, aren't you?
That's right. Your ass is going to jail. Head to the Yagami Detective Agency. Yo, people just love making their way into my office, like, unannounced. We had flippin' Ayabe, and then Kuroiwa let himself in as well. Shintani's body somehow manifested. Like, Yagami, we need a better security system, alright? Can't just have people walking into our detective agency, looking over all our folders. What if Kuwana starts looking over the mole case and is like, oh, Kuroiwa. Yeah, I know him. He was my brother. Yagami, did you bully him? I'm gonna kill you. What is that, new buzzword? Kamulope Dream. Something going on in Children's Park, okay. Doesn't seem like the usual going-ons even for around here. No. Story. We're focusing on the story right now. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna drop a save though, because who knows what awaits us around the corner.